All right, Bobcats and Jazz.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight it's Charlotte as they'll be playing against Utah.
2K
Jazz need this win.
To the following presentation of the NBA.
Stay in the playoff hunt. I think a win might actually give them the 8th seed they are already out right now. Just as the Lakers do, though.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports
Bobcats
for
are
the latest
pretty hot
presentation of our
recently,
NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a good outing against the Bucks.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, Hood and Ingles filling out the perimeter. Whiteside is out there with Randall, and it's Wall in at the 1. Now, here is Smith. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Bosh kicks to Evans. There's the feed to Wiggins. Lock at 6. Bosh, the screen. Smith for 3. Ingles with the rebound. So many great point guards in this year's draft. Greg, what stands out to you about North Carolina State's Dennis Smith?
Well, I think he's the best athlete of them all. A terror off the bounce, great toughness, and he's drawn some comparison to Stevie Francis when you talk about his bounce and physicality.
Really have to like Hood's decision-making. In pick-and-roll sets, he always makes the right call.
Bosh heads the pick for Evans. Puts up a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
You can see there, the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Now, here's Ingles. Randall kicks to Wall. Picked by Randall. Dishes to Ingles. Passes it to Whiteside. Wall against Smith. Lets it go from 14. That one a little long. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bosh heads the pick for Evans. Over Randall. And it's Evans missing. The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Steve Clifford. Dave, what do you have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, it's no secret that speed is this team's strong suit. And their coach thinks that they're going to play to that strength. He said there's no reason to hold back. We want to push the action as much as possible, dictate pace, and play the game on our terms. We'll see if they can pull that off tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
And just the overall aggressiveness. Wall enjoys taking on a challenge and succeeding, especially when the D is all over.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Smith after the basket by Utah. The putback, and Howard with the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Smith against Wall. Randall a screen on Smith. Here's Wall. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Now here's Bosh. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Screen by Howard. Bosh kicks to Smith. Got a piece of it. Wall with the steal.
Stay free, boom, shaka layup.
Drops in the breakaway layup. Wall's got 6 points. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. On the wing, Wiggins. There's the dish to Howard. Over Whiteside. Howard can't hit.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Rodney Hood does a nice job of drawing contact and working himself to the line.
That one is no good.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Now, here is Smith. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Screen by Howard. Here's Evans. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Evans is a nice mid-range shooter. Good job squaring himself up before firing.
And still a close game as the first. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the
basketball. This is my passion, you know.
It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
It's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Smith is out there with Evans. Then there's Chris Bosh. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Howard in at the center position. And as much as the Jazz love to attack the paint offensively, not a ton of offensive rebounds, Steve, for this team. Why do you think that is?
Well, you know, first, like you said, controlling the pace is so important for this team. They slow the pace and they keep their opponents out of transition. That limits them on the offensive glass.
And when you look at Dennis Smith Jr., you aren't blown away by the physicality at first, but he's incredibly gifted for a player his size. Great speed and quickness to blow by defenders. And how about the confidence that Smith plays the game with? He knows he's not the biggest guy out there, but that doesn't stop him from being the most aggressive.
Randall no good.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack, but a quick reaction by the defense.
And with Dennis Smith, it isn't just burst of speed, it's his play in the open floor and Greg running end to end, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, he also just jumps and finishes at the rim like a shooting guard. He's only probably 6'2", 6'3", but he gets up in the air like a wing player. He's a lot like Derrick Rose was when he burst on the scene.
Here's Ingles following the basket by Chris Bosh. Now Randall, he hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And yes, it's good.
The quick trigger. Hood piercing the defense with the effective catch and shoot J.
Charlotte in the lead. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. And stolen by Whiteside. And even 3-on-3 break. And Wall kicks to Randall. The pass to Wall. He feeds it to Randall. On the wing, Ingles. Covered by Wiggins. Just 3 to shoot. Ingles can't get it to go.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position. Does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Now here's Hood. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. And it's sent back by Bosh. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Screen by Howard. Smith kicks to Evans. Rebound, Utah.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
And no good trying to get that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Jazz lead by 2.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Clifford. What was the biggest problem for your guys in the first half?
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hey
Show.
again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far. Here's Evans. So on the floor for Utah. Hood and Ingles filling out the perimeter. Randall out there with Whiteside, and it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Here's Evans. The putback, and Howard with the second chance points. Howard's got the first bucket of the third here for Charlotte.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Wall dishes to Whiteside. Hood kicks to Wall. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and shooters have to be cautious with Howard around. He has such a long reach that he easily blocks those kinds of shots.
Here's Wall. Good work defensively by Smith.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game. But going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
Hood kicks to Whiteside. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Jazz coach Quinn Snyder bounced around as an NBA assistant coach 4 different teams, never staying more than a year. He got his education working under so many great coaches.
Bosch can't get it to go.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Hood can't get it to go. For Charlotte, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And Coach Snyder said that his experience as an assistant coach helped to erase some coaching blind spots.
Well, you take something, Kevin, from every experience, every stop. He's been well prepared to become an NBA coach. Over 2 decades on the bench before taking over the Jazz job.
For Utah, they have missed both of their free throws tonight, 0 for 2 so far.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Both good from the line that time. Every NBA player, Steve, believes in themselves, but some take it to the extreme. When they're on, they're on. And when they're off and cold, they just kind of lose interest, it seems. Which players do you think have this irrational confidence, if you want to call it that?
I think J.R. Smith, every shot, any shot, anywhere he feels is going in, and he will still take shots. He has amnesia. He could be over 10 and keep shooting the basketball. Jamal Crawford is another guy. Those guys, they keep firing. Damian Lillard, they will keep shooting because they feel the next shot is going in.
Wall's shot is off. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to Indiana.
Yeah, guys, they were forcing it a bit in that one and shot a relatively low percentage because of it.
But you have to give them credit for being aggressive. The problem is they play too much hero ball. You have to be willing to make the extra pass. He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
55 seconds left to play here in the third. Wall sets a screen for Ingles. Right side a screen. Here's Randall. Sinks the three-pointer. Randall's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz.
Unselfish play by Hood. Could take it himself, but finds the open man.
Howard setting the pick for Evans. Bosch passes to Wiggins. Kicks it to Howard. Evans outside. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Howard's got 3 assists tonight.
Gotta appreciate the aggressiveness of Evans. Excellent at shooting as soon as he gets the pass.
Wall against Smith. Outside, Wall. Pulls up on the elbow. Tips it up. Great positioning on the putback. Randall's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. And we've reached the end of the third. Jazz out in front. They lead by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for... And here's Wall. They've got Evans. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Chris Bosch. Then there's Howard. And it's Smith in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Yep, that one goes in there. And that's now 6 points for Dwight Howard.
Well, you see the excellent skill set. And this is when you want to make an impact.
You're totally right. Fourth quarter, tight game. This is when the true ballers step up.
Smith outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ingles. And so it's Charlotte with it. A 2-point game. Bosch kicks to Evans. Charlotte moving the ball around. Wall with the steal. Right side, high post. Right side, a screen. Wall dishes to Randall. There's the screen. Right side, a screen. 5 to shoot. Ingles can't get it to go. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Wiggins. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Jazz shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Hood. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Rodney Hood has good size at 6'8". Really uses his frame well to get his shots off.
Both free throws good from Hood. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Evans against Hood. Evans passes to Howard. That one no good. Good work defensively by Whiteside. Hood kicks to Wall. Whiteside a screen on Smith. Here's Wall. Another miss by Utah.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
Evans, good.
And it's good to see Tyreek working on his perimeter stroke, showing signs of improvement shooting from deep.
Randall a screen on Evans. Here's Wall, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside, and the jam by Whiteside.
And he's just always an easy target on the alley-oop. With Whiteside's size and wingspan, it's just a matter of putting the ball up there where only he can go get it.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Evans setting the pick for Bosch. He kicks it to Evans. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Evans is a nice player, a guy who can play multiple positions, an effective scorer.
He drops the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. He hits both from the stripe.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a one-possession ball game.
Wall against Smith, and Wall kicks to Ingles. He dishes it to Randall. Got it. Good job in the low post. Randall's got the lead up to 5 now for the Jazz. Charlotte's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Evans right side. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rodney Hood.
Tyreke Evans likes getting to the line, willing to throw himself at the defense while he's shooting.
2 shots. And both free throws good for Evans. 1:05 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Ingles. Feeds it to Randall. Good on the wing. Dishes it to Ingles. Pass to Randall. Kick by Randall. And a wide open look for Hood. Misses the 3. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here. Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Smith against Wall. And Wall slams it home.
And Wall, just a talented offensive player, someone who lights up the shot chart from just about every area.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're down by 3. 32 seconds left in the game. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, John Wall.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. It's the first. That will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Huge shots. Tremendous job stepping up in a big way for them at the stripe.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time. The leadership Evans gives this team when the game is on the line, you can depend on him.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. hits both free throws here. So now it's a three-point game.
They have a chance to tie it up.
They got to be looking three all the way. And who's going to take it?
I tell you, Smith is the real deal, showing a lot of grit down the stretch in these tight spots. Nothing rattles this guy.
Utah calls timeout. All with it. Ooh, off wide. Smith. Oh, and he had a chance to win it right there, but couldn't get it to fall. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we... So off the tip, it's Utah. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Utah, Hood and Ingles filling out the perimeter. Whiteside is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Wall in at the point. And stolen by Hood. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
When this team is looking for a bucket, they turn to Rodney Hood. Just a remarkable player who's ready to score at any moment.
Smith kicks to Bosch. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
What a valuable asset to the offense, having a big with that kind of range.
And it's sent back by Howard. And the wide open shot from Evans. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Tyreek is used to having the ball in huge moments. Doesn't shy away when the spotlight is on him.
Here's Wall. To Hood. Now the feed to Whiteside. And that one is off. Good D by Howard. Charlotte's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Evans at the elbow. Over Hood. Utah with the rebound. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on Dwight Howard.
What poise by Hood, calmly draining the shot at a crucial time.
That free throw good from Hood.
A great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're down by 2. 36 seconds left in the first overtime. Guys, what's your take?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Evans kicks to Smith. Over Wall. Wall with some nice D. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Charlotte calls timeout. They trail by 2. We've got 22 seconds left in the first overtime. Wiggins dishes to Evans. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, it's felt like that all game. He is just aggressive and finds ways to snag rebounds out of thin air sometimes.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
I got nothing for that one. You had a flagrant drawn on you. You had 2 free throws to tie the game, and then possession. Not only did you miss the free throws to tie the game, you missed the game-tying shot. But coach, I promise I'll drop 30 next game off of 9 for 30 shooting. Okay. Just wow.